Now we are going to cover recipe sections within the CMS. You can access every section within the dashboard, or you can go to the left tab by clicking the App, Recipes, Meal. We're going to start with meals. To create a new meal, click on the Create New Meal button. Type meal name. Upload a meal image. You can also upload a meal video of explaining how to create a meal, how to cook that meal, or just some basic instructions. You can add calories to all the meals, time to prepare in minutes, proteins, carbs, and fats. You also have the option to add allergens, if any, diets, if you want to link it to a specific diet, and a meal group. We're going to select breakfast. Description for that meal. And after you're done, the next logical step would be to add ingredients. You can do that by clicking on Add Ingredient button. New form will open. Type ingredient 1, oats, and quantity 1 cup. Add ingredient 2, walnuts, 20 grams. Ingredient 3, almond milk, 1 cup. Raisins, 20 grams. Maybe some protein, 1 scoop. And let's add a banana, 1 unit. After you're done, you can add steps, preparation steps for the meal. Step 1, put everything in the bowl. Pour milk. And step 3, enjoy. After you're done, and after you have added all the ingredients and all the steps, click on Create New Meal, and you have successfully added a new meal to your library. Of course, it's going to be on draft, so if you want to use it and to be visible inside the app, click on that and click Confirm. Now it's published and visible and usable inside the app. Next thing, we're going to cover meal groups. We have 3 basic options for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. You can edit each section. You can change the eating time. You can change the picture. And you can change the name. Or you can add new meal groups. We're going to add snacks. We're going to put eating time in between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. So some picture for that. And click Create Your Meal Group. Now, when you go to Meal Groups, you will have a new option, Snacks. And when you go to creating a new recipe book or tailor recipe book, you will have the option to add snacks to your nutrition plans. Now we're going to cover recipe books. When you click on recipe books, you can create a new recipe book by clicking on the Create Recipe Book button. New form will open. Type all the info. Length in weeks. Let's say 4 weeks. Goal, you can select multiple goals. You can link specific diets to those plans. You need to have a recipe book image. You can also upload a recipe book video describing the nutrition plan, basic instruction, basic guides how to use it, maybe some grocery lists. It's up to you. Now it's in draft, so it's not visible. When you put it on publish, then it's visible and usable within the app. You also have the option to add files. You can upload PDFs so that your users have more info and more instructions for those specific plans. You can make the plan free by clicking on free plan, or leave it unchecked so it's just for your paid subscribers. Same thing like workout plans. If you click on tailor plan and after you're done and click on create new recipe book, it will go to tailor recipe book plans. You can also make recipe book plans one-time purchase only. It's the same principle. You can select the price, currency, only with one-time purchase. If you click this, you can include packages, monthly, annual. You can make it, for example, renewable. So, and how many times can you renew it? It's up to you. We'll say, for example, 2 times. You also have the option to attach questionnaires, description. Same principle like regular plans. You have the option to add expected results. For example, it can be you can lose up to 10 pounds of body fat if you track and stick to the guides within this plan. Just an example. The next logical step would be to add program week. When you click this, you'll have week 1 option. And after you click add week item, basically you're adding day 1. As you can see, now you have the option to select meal group, let's say breakfast, and add meals to breakfast. We're going to add foods. We're going to add a new meal group. Now we're going to say lunch, new meal group, code, and this is dinner. Now I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for day 1. I have the option to copy. Now I have day 1 and day 2, exactly the same as day 1. Also, I can do that for 5 more times. Now I have 7 days within week 1. If I scroll back up, you can see that I have week 1 for 7 days. Also, I have the option to copy week 1. If I click copy button, now I have 4 weeks of nutrition plan with 7 days with 3 meals for each day. This is the easiest way to do it, but of course you want to add a bit of more variety to your meals. So we recommend to have more recipes and more diversity and variety in each week and each consecutive days. After you're done, click on create new recipe book. and you have added newly created recipe book to your plans. Next thing we're going to cover is tailor recipe book. The form is pretty much the same as regular recipe books, but the same principle applies like workout plans. Those tailor recipe books are just for specific users, one-on-one coaching, and they are usable and visible to subscribers that you assign them to. For example, if I click assign, find a user, click assign, you have the option to add a price, currency, or you can make it free. And after you click assign, your client will get an email that will lead him to the landing page, and he will have the option to pay for these plans and use it within the app. Of course, all the money will go directly to you without any fees. The next thing within the recipes, we have setup, we have allergens. You can add to this list, or you can edit the existing ones by clicking add button. To add a newly create new allergen, type a name, description, and click create new. Same thing for diets. You can edit the existing ones, or you can add new one by clicking on a create diet. And last thing is food preference. Same principle, you can edit existing ones, or you can create new food preference by clicking create new food preference, typing the name, description, and order.